Alright, and we are live on our very first Cyber Serpents community podcast. Hello guys, how are you doing?
How's it going, Quinto?
Doing
Hey
all right.
guys.
Yeah, welcome everyone, welcome.
Yeah, welcome everyone. We came in totally unprepared, so let's see what we'll talk about. We don't know, but we'll sure try to keep you entertained. Alright, Sup, tell me, you were the one that was going to launch the conversation. What should we talk about?
Oh, coming to me first. I know we could talk about what Cyber Serpents is all about, I suppose. A little bit about each other's and what we're going to be doing on these future podcasts. So, Cyber Serpents basically is a gaming, movie, streaming community. We're here to get a lot of small streamers mix together, interact, grow our communities, help each other. We know there's a lot of other communities out there. The difference with ours is we're not trying to go massive. We want it to be more personal and help people grow more organically rather than follow stuff. And that's where we came up with Cyber Serpents.
Yeah, I'm the founder of Cyber Serpents with Sup. We both had our own communities in the past, but we decided to merge and make one community so we don't have to share too much time on separate Discord. So it's all way easier to get everyone in one Discord and organize it that way. And we have our fellow admin Quinter that is doing a lot of artwork for us as well. So yeah, what do you think about the Cyber Serpents, Quint?
Well, I'm having a great time at the moment. The Discord server is still compact, but yeah, it's growing. So yeah,
every day we got a few new members.
Weekly, we have like our community stream. This Wednesday, it's our first podcast, but yeah, enjoyed all the Sonic team racing games and
yeah.
Well, I tend to lose most of the time, by the way, just to get that out there.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's just our community night to get everyone in the community to play some games together, and we all stream it to each other's. We co-stream it. So, but we have some really good fun times, and we got a lot more games coming up in the future that we're going to be playing together.
Oh yeah, we'll put up a voting channel in our Discord so people can participate in which games they want to see or play with us. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Hey Jonesy.
Hey Jonesy, you all need some papers.
Hey Jonesy. Yeah.
I don't need papers.
I got a phone.
Look, I got my iPad here.
I got my phone. I'm all good.
And I know I'm always prepared. So yeah.
Typical. Rolling then.
How's it going, John? So, how was your day, Jonesy? And if you have any questions, now is the time just to launch them, man.
Yeah, we'll answer your questions for you.
There's a party at Sep's house.
Yeah, excuse me about that.
It's somewhere behind us.
It's not his bed. It's nearly his bedtime, but
yeah,
we decided to do this first.
Oh, you're on sick leave, and are you actually sick or?
Well, this is it. Sick or just?
Yesterday.
So you're just extending your sickness, yeah. Fair play. It's like I say, whenever I'm in work, I save my sick days for when I'm well. Go in work sick and save your sick days for when you're not sick.
Yeah, but I know that.
You are your own boss, so okay.
Well, yeah, I am my own boss, but that's not the point, is it? I still can't have sick days. So yeah, so what games has everyone been into lately then? What games you been playing?
I've been playing Assassin's Creed for the moment.
Yeah, so you played that for a few weeks already.
Yeah, for a few weeks. It takes like a hell of a time.
It's a long game, yeah?
Oh man, really. But I try to do every little aspect of the game, so yeah. If you only do the main quests, probably it would be way faster, but then Gort, I saw you playing Metal Gear.
Yeah, I have three main games right now. I have 3 main games that I stream right now. It's Metal Gear Solid and the Tomb Raider games. And yeah, for my multiplayer, I usually stick with PUBG.
Yeah.
My
And
game
what about you,
is
Seb?
probably Graveyard Keeper at the moment, which I'm enjoying at the moment, but it's such a hard game. I do a lot of Ark. I would be streaming Ark, but I'm on a PvP server at the moment, and I can't be stream sniped, so I'm not actually streaming it at the moment until we're more defended. I play a lot of survival games and little indie games. That's kind of where I am, and I like to play my retro. So I use a lot of emulators to play classic Metal Gear Solid stuff like that.
That reminds me, man, that we still have to play 7 Days to Die together.
Well, I don't want to show you up on it, but yeah, we will do.
Yeah.
But it's got but it can't be on official rates because it's no point playing it. No
So,
point.
Jonesy, exactly wait for the Final Fantasy VII Remake launch day. You feel a flu coming up? Yeah, man. I'm really curious to see that game because, yeah, I'm really afraid they will mess it up.
They
I
will?
think I have a feeling the graphics look amazing, but I have a feeling that they changed a bit too much everything about the gameplay. The controls are completely different from the old one, and I'm not really sure if that's something that the players want from Final Fantasy. But we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know too much about Final Fantasy, but
yeah, I'm not a massive fan myself.
Maybe because I'm not a fan, I will like the remake of the new one. Yeah, maybe it will draw some new players in as well. So
yeah, I mean, I'll probably have a look at it, see how I feel about it. Like I say, I played the original, 1, 2, and 3, I think, and then I just kind of stopped playing after that.
I only started with the 7th one on PlayStation 1, but yeah, it's a classic. So
yeah. But other than that, yeah. So, what games is everyone watching enjoy at the moment? What games are you playing? If you are playing games,
oh well, he is.
Final Fantasy 4. Okay, 14. And my son playing Roblox, as you just heard in the background.
We have a daycare center over there. If you want to know.
Just over here. Or that side even.
Sometimes it could be that a cat pops up on Gortzy's face or on mine.
Yeah, but there's like 15 cats under our desk here, so sometimes they show up and yeah.
they keep our feet warm. So
yeah.
Luckily, I don't have any cats, so.
So there goes my next question. Do you have any pets?
Well, cats.
Not at the moment because we're not allowed pets in the house that we rent at the moment. But once we get a new place, I'll be getting a dog, obviously.
And what kind of dog?
I've had dogs since I was born, so.
What kind of dog?
I only have Rottweilers.
That's my favorite species, actually. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Or race, yeah, call it a race in English. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the Staffords, but yeah.
A little question for you. Do you know why Rottweilers have their tails docked? Do you know the real reason for it?
No.
Do you know what most Rottweilers, they have their tails chopped?
Yeah.
It was a tax scam. Yeah, in Germany, back when they come out in the town of Rottweiler, they were herding dogs. And what they did was, when they all was herding, they're coming through the gates, they used to count tails, and you used to pay tax on anything that had a tail. So they used to chop the tails off the Rottweiler so they didn't have to pay tax.
Is it still allowed in the UK to do that?
No, it's banned now. People still do.
Okay.
You know, I mean, people still do. But people were doing them when they were growing up, and you got to do them from like nearly new.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
when they're little, but yeah. Anyway, I don't think you have to do it.
My dad's dog's got the full tail on our right there, so.
You only should do it, I think, when it's necessary medically, or.
Yeah. Well, exactly. But like I say, people just thought it was how they were supposed to be, but yeah, it was a tax scam. Crazy when you think about it, Annie.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. So we are learning stuff also on the podcast, so that's cool.
Wow.
Sup is the all-knowing.
No, they used to herd cattle.
By the way, Johnsy, thank you for the French fries.
Oh yeah.
information.
Oh come on, are we going to start that conversation again? Oh man.
It looks like
We're
Quinton.
talking about learning
Invisible.
stuff, so yeah, it's something from Harry Potter.
It's like a green bottle. Look. it's
It's a green bottle.
It's got the invisibility cloak over it.
Yeah, they say not drinking at work, so you can't say that it's a bottle actually. So.
So are you sitting at work now, Quinter?
Well, no, this is work for now.
Okay.
This is kind of our office.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind working in an office like that.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think of the layout, guys? Anyway, the set that we've got here, the podcast set.
Yeah, I worked all night on it 2 days ago, so I hope you enjoy it.
He had to endure.
I think he could have done a bit better, but I'm joking. It's really good. I do like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. To be fair. So,
next time,
props to you.
with all your stuff.
Props to you, go off. Props to you.
Thank you, man.
Oh dear. So yeah, what games is everyone looking forward to then? That's coming out.
Well, obviously, I think like everyone, I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk, but yeah.
See, I'm not on the Cyberpunk
Really?
ladder. I'm not interested in it. No.
And why not?
Just never been into it. I don't know. Just
okay.
I've just not really looked into it. If I'm being honest.
Well, I'm curious about it, but I'm really cautious as well. Because a lot of pre-orders.
I don't think it will be a failed game because it's from the makers of The Witcher, and
I know.
They take their time to make a game, and I really have that feeling that they bring quality before quantity, you know. So
yeah, they delay the game as well. Yeah. So normally
that's a good sign, actually.
In this case, it is. So yeah, we'll have to wait for it anyway.
The game I'm waiting for is actually, you probably wouldn't know it. It's called Gold Hunter. It's a new game. It's going to be in a couple of years. I've got a first supporter. I've helped on their support. What you call it? You know, when you help Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah.
So I'll be streaming that next month as one of the only first 100 people to have it. It's basically, have you ever heard of the film Gold Rush and the game Gold Rush?
I haven't heard about that movie.
It's a TV show. It's basically you dig for gold in claims, like on land, sea, and water, and you have to upgrade machinery and dig for gold.
So it's like a simulator, but with gold.
It's a simulator. It's a gold mining simulator.
Oh, okay.
And is it in the past, or is it
it's
in
now.
present day?
It's now,
present day. Okay.
It's now, so with all the machinery and stuff. Yeah. So like you see on the Discovery Channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those machines, they break down a lot, so I think you will have a hard time playing this game.
Well, that's the sort of game it is. I mean, you have to maintain all your machinery. It's proper simulator, you know what I mean? I love simulation games like that. So
yeah,
that's what I'm looking forward to next month for me.
Well,
obviously, the big one is the Genesis Arc DLC next week.
Well, I'm a big fan of Arc. I have like 800 hours of gameplay in it. I know you have more stuff, but
I'm sad.
I'm a big fan, but I'm not really waiting for that DLC. I don't know. It's such a time-consuming game, and I always have the feeling when I play Arc, I don't touch anything else anymore. Yeah,
but that's big. There's a reason for that, and I'm not going to go into it, but you know why that is.
Yeah,
because he likes to play the game as it is, and not by boosting up things. You can say it, but. Yeah.
I can say it. I'll say it then. The server that we've got, the Cyber Serpents server, is lower rates than official right now. So there you go.
Yeah, but still, it was the way.
It's like I play on 5 times now, and it's still taking 17 hours to grow a wyvern. So on official settings, it's 3 days to grow a wyvern. I ain't got that sort of time in my life to raise a dinosaur. So that's the only reason I play boosted. Nothing to do with the story. Even 5 times is a long game.
Yeah.
Well, that's my views on it. Me and Golf have always had a disagreement when it comes to Arc on rates. So
yeah. Yeah, we don't fight about it, but we always have like a heated up conversation. Let's call it that way.
And Quinta's still new at the game, so
I just like the building stuff.
That's actually true. I never saw you do anything else than build in that game. Why, man? Why?
I don't know. It's so time consuming as well if you want to like build something beautiful construction.
It's astronomical what you can build in that game, especially with a lot of add-ons.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like the world imagination, you know what I mean?
I know, like once I tried to build a Millennium Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you remember?
Oh man, yeah, man. That was a crazy idea, man.
But then I had the problem, the issue with too much stuff built in the same spot. So.
Yeah, you remember when I was building that theme park?
Yeah.
And
well, we have still a video of it.
We have a video of it, yeah. I have more videos of it on my old computer that are not on YouTube, but yeah, man, that was a crazy idea as well.
Remember that time you were all on a plank?
Yeah. The Tower of Death.
The Tower of Death. So you could jump off it with a parachute, and then I just destroyed the plank when they were all standing on it.
That was funny. That was funny shit. Yeah.
Well, games have come a long way, I'll tell you, since I started back on the NES and the Atari.
What was your first console?
First console would have been the Atari, yeah.
The Atari, okay, all right.
And then I went for the NES. The NES come out like 2 years before I was born, but before we got that, we had the Atari, Amiga Commodore 64, and then as soon as it happened, I was on the NES, and I was stuck to NES, and then I jumped from NES to SNES, and I missed 60 and 64, and I went for Sega then. So.
Yeah. I started with Sega. I remember that I got home from school, and my dad sent me to my bedroom and opened the door, and I saw like a TV standing there with the Sega Master System. That was my first console, and
Mega Drive or Master System?
The Master System.
Master System, yeah.
Yeah.
My neighbor had the same one.
I was always asking my parents later to buy a Nintendo, but they didn't want to. They were always like, "No, you have a Sega already, and you have to stick with that. No, we're not buying you a Nintendo." And I'm like, oh, "Come on!" But in the end, I don't know. I think I'm happier with that Sega than I would have been with a Nintendo. Because if I look back at all the games now, they were pretty much the same thing as on Nintendo, and they had some really cool exclusives on it. So, yeah.
Did you go to the Mega Drive too? Then did you?
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
Did you get the because people don't realize Sega was the first one to actually use discs.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah,
they had the Mega CD, didn't they?
Yeah, I had
the Mega Drive 2. You bought the CD separate, and it had a docking station, and you actually connect the actual Mega Drive. Take the side off the Mega Drive and connect it to the CD.
Indeed, yeah.
And my game was Echo the Dolphin. I still remember it to this day. That game was insane, and that was my first disc game I played on the Sega Mega Drive.
Mm-hmm. But I remember that battle always between Sega and Nintendo, and Game Boy from Nintendo was winning as an handheld console, and I never understood it because I had the Game Gear, which is also a portable console, and you had like a little plastic thing you could hook up on the back of your Game Gear, and you could play all the Master System games on that handheld console.
You know,
that was
another
amazing.
thing with that Game Gear.
Remember the pricing of the Game Gear?
Ooh, no, I didn't buy my own stuff back then. So.
No, but that could be the reason of it, maybe. Because I know the games for Game Boy were like 1,200, 1,400 Belgian francs.
Francs, yeah.
So how much is it now?
Well, I would 35 euros, I would say.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was the price of a game, I remember.
Did you have with the Game Gear? Because I had you could get the TV tuner as well, and you plug it in the back. And a big aerial on it, and you could watch TV on your Game Gear.
Yeah, it was an amazing console. I still have it.
It was well ahead of its time. That was, if I'm being honest. To have a portable TV, like, you know what I mean. Then signal wasn't very good, mine, but but it still did work to an extent. You know what I mean?
And what was your first console, Quint?
Mine was the PS3.
Wow.
So I was a really late bloomer.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, I never got one.
How old are you?
I'm older than you guys. But I actually had a Nintendo, the Game Boy.
Yeah.
But never got a console because my parents didn't want to share. We had just one TV at home with 4 kids. So, and mostly of the time it was my dad watching stuff without really being there. But if we changed the channel, he was already going mad.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to have my own TV. So
yeah. Well,
actually, it was a TV that my dad found on the street because he was always like picking up broken stuff on the street. Then he was repairing it, and I had a TV.
Well, I bought my PS3 when I started working doing jobs as a student.
Yeah.
And then I bought a TV as well. I think I bought the one from Amadeus, his TV I bought from him, actually.
All right.
Hey, look in chat, Jonesy, perhaps too ahead of his time. I think he's talking about the Game Gear.
Well, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
That's most of the time the issue in a lot of things.
Yeah, same thing with the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
That was an amazing console, and I don't really understand.
Take away the graphics of today.
Mm-hmm.
I still think some of the games from the NES, SNES, Mega Drive, Master System, N64 are some of the best games ever.
Yeah, I have the same feeling.
Yeah.
I would love them to literally just re-skin the retro games, keep the exact same story, the same gameplay, but reskin it, kind of like they did on that Metal Gear Solid on the Dolphin emulator that you told me about, Gorf, with the GameCube version and the Resident Evil. The reskinning that. I think there's a lot of gems. Instead of trying to do these games and remake them in a totally different, if they actually stuck to the original and just reskinned it, they'd still make money, because I guarantee you now, they would sell them so much more because people will want.
I think they sell like.
Man, I could come up with like 20 ideas already with remakes that they should do. There were so many cool games back then, and they were not afraid to do something new, because right now it's always okay, and every year we get a new Assassin's Creed, a new Call of Duty, a new Resident Evil. Back then it was just always something completely new and original.
Yeah. But then the old argument goes back to the idea has been done. And you can move into films now. Every film, you look at any film that's come out in the last 10 years, you could reskin it and it's the exact film from 70s, 80s, or 90s.
Yep.
There's no difference except for different actors. Total Recall, for instance, everything's the same, it's just reskinned, a bit more CGI. But they've got no more ideas.
They messed up the story, actually, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Sorry, I missed that.
Well, the new Total Recall, if I remind me well, they didn't go to Mars or anything, right?
I don't know. I didn't want to see the movie. It was
just like there were 2 habitable places on Earth still.
Yeah, I think they completely skipped Mars out of that.
Yeah. So
Pitfall remade, Johnsy?
Pitfall, indeed, yeah. That's a good one.
But I mean, I could go on for I could do a 10-hour podcast and just movie talk.
But like the Nintendo Switch actually lets you play Nintendo the NES games again.
Do you think that rumor about the PlayStation 5 is true? That it will be compatible with all their old games?
Officially announced,
Yeah.
And Xbox is
that
the
was
same.
one of the.
That's cool.
Xbox is going to do every Sega game as well, because PlayStation and Xbox have both got the rights to the Sega collection.
Yeah, that is indeed Jonesy.
You really
love
think
the Switch.
Do you really have that feeling, Quinter, that it's the best one of Nintendo?
Yeah, really. The only problem is the controllers. So I would never recommend someone to get the slim one.
Yeah,
because the controllers, they have like some graphite in it, and the joysticks start to drift after a year of playing.
Okay, yeah.
And with the slim Switch, you cannot get those controller off, so you cannot get other ones connected to it.
Yeah.
So
I personally don't have the Switch, but I really
But
believe it's a good one.
Yeah, it's an amazing console.
Yeah, I haven't got the Switch. I was interested in getting it, but
my kids are loving it. I actually don't play it as much, but it's amazing when I see my kids play.
Jonesy, the GameCube was very good, and the Wii and Wii U were utter bollocks. That's true.
The Wii U, the
Wii U was a complete fail, indeed. yeah.
But the Wii was
never got a fair chance, in my opinion.
The Wii was something quite different, actually. So
there was a lot of crap games on the Wii, but there were a few very amazing games as well.
The thing with the Wii was, I mean, it was great when it came out. Oh, you have to run around your house doing that, but then get your fit. But then after a couple of weeks playing it, you realise you could sit there on your sofa, eat a burger, one hand, and still do the same thing just by flicking your wrist.
Yeah,
that's it. You can play tennis, just sit there like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But I still say the GameCube should have carried on releasing games for it, because I thought the GameCube was amazing.
I think that was the best one with the Super Nintendo, GameCube and Super Nintendo, the SNES.
Yeah,
best Super Nintendo consoles ever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thing with the Wii is it was a novelty with the controls, and like a year later, Sony was like, "Hey guys, no need for a Wii. Just buy our ones for your PS system for 1/10 of the price." Exactly.
But, by the way, the thing I didn't like was the with the PS2 you had like the PSI already.
The iToy, yeah.
The iToy. Mm-hmm. And like with Microsoft with their Kinect, they did like it was something completely new and completely.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Sony was the first one to start with those things, actually.
And to be honest, that PlayStation thing worked way better than the Kinect, because the Kinect.
The Kinect, I have it for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And like I think after 3 months, it's already started to give me some errors or some connection problems, and
I'm not even using it anymore. It's
no.
I put it away on the attic in a box, and I'm not using it anymore.
So they don't. What are you doing then? Are you going for the new Xbox or the new Sony?
Last generation of consoles, I always went first for the Xbox and then PlayStation. But this year, I think it will be PlayStation first.
I'm sticking with the Xbox, I'm afraid.
I was so disappointed with the Xbox One when it came out. It's not a bad console, but
I'm a PS guy, man. Always have been. And
no, you were not, because you didn't have the first and the second one.
Exactly. Yeah. So
the only consoles that I had was like the PS3, PS4, and now PS5.
But that's because you haven't experienced anything else.
I have an Xbox, so yeah.
Do you have the 360?
The 360, no, I didn't. But the Xbox One I got. I only use it as a Blu-ray drive, actually.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't. Any of these consoles now, the war between Sony and Xbox. I mean, the two differences is PlayStation had more exclusives, the Xbox is more powerful. The new ones are going to come out, and the Xbox is still more powerful, and Sony have admitted that they can't. They just can't beat it spec for spec. Well, it's Microsoft, you know what I mean? But also they're gonna have some exclusives, but Sony now can't get exclusives on all the Marvel games or anything, because Sony want to go cloud gaming, and in order to go cloud gaming, whose servers do they need to go cloud gaming?
The problem for Microsoft for Xbox is that all their games are coming out on PC as well.
Yeah, because they're going for the. But a lot of the games now. See,
a lot of people with a gaming PC, they don't need to go for an Xbox.
There's more that meets it. I reckon Sony and Xbox. I don't even think they're warring, because apparently something like 70% of the games that are going to be released are going to be cross-platform across all of them. I mean, they've already done it with COD. PlayStation and Xbox can play together. there's gotta be something in the background that they're working together more than the public know. There's gotta be.
Yeah, definitely.
They've gotta be, because like I said, they've got to jump on the Microsoft servers. Microsoft are gonna want the exclusive, not them to have all the exclusives. So yeah, I think both consoles will get their own couple of games, but overall, I think whichever console you go for, I don't think it's going to really matter, if I'm being honest.
But I probably, I know myself. I know that at some point I will have both of them.
Probably, yeah. Maybe here as well. Depends on the games that are coming out. But
the Xbox is going to be more of a console PC. That's where they go with it. Let's face it. Every game on the Xbox will be cross-platform with PC. We know that. That's going to be, which for me is, I like that, but it's going to be upsetting for a lot of console players because you're going for any FPS. Anyone, I'm not great at FPS, but if I use a mouse and keyboard and go up against a console, I'm going to have the advantage.
Yeah,
because of the setup, the response time, everything's a lot better.
But
not sure about that, Amadeus.
About which bit?
I think he was playing Call of Duty with us on his console and didn't have the advantage.
So that's really good.
I know I'm better than you at Call of Duty anyway. So.
But anyway, I think having different consoles, it's okay. The problem is that the issue is that you have to have the subscriptions for every one of them to fully have the experience, and that's why I'm not using my Xbox, because I'm already invested in the PS.
Well, me was having a conversation with this off screen, weren't we, Quinto, the other day? Actually, I mean,
True.
You look at it now with everything's subscription based. I mean, we don't have over here. You have Sky and Virgin TV and stuff. There, you your TV packages. We don't have none of that. I'm subscribed to Netflix, to Amazon Prime. Then you got your Xbox Live. Then you got your whatever the Sony store is. Then you've got your PC. You got Ubisoft now. You got EA. You got everything is subscription based. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, if you add it all up, all the subscriptions, you're probably
could easily
putting out
buy 200 euro of
a couple of €100 a month without your releases, just on subscriptions. And then with them subscriptions, yes, you're getting about 2,000 games, but out of them 2,000 games, how many are you going to play?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Probably 4. Do you know what I mean?
It's like the PlayStation. What's their streaming service with the games?
PS Now.
The PS Now.
Yes,
it's
really PS Now.
Yeah, it's really interesting, but I'm not taking it at the moment because I'm playing Assassin's Creed at the moment. So why pay for something you're not going to use at the moment?
Well, the reason they do that is because they make more money that way, don't they? Because if you go and buy one game for €40, I'll use euro because that's what I use. So €40, okay.
It's almost
you buy the game. Now, if they do subscription, give you 100 games, they know you're only going to have 1 or 2. So after 8 months, you bought them 2 games, but you're carrying on paying them after that. So they're still making money because you're not owning it. So regardless of what you think, it's a really good offer, I'm only paying $9.99 and I get 100 games. No, you're paying £120 a year for probably 3 games that you're going to play. So it really doesn't. People don't look like that. That's why they do it how they do. You look at the offer. You just think I'm paying $9.99 for 100 games, but then,
to be honest, I think that's the only way for with all the streaming services like Netflix and stuff. The movie theaters are getting it really hard.
Yeah,
but I think a subscription, something like that you can go watch 5 movies for €20 a month. It could work for them. So I know they do it in the States.
There's that, the it's so easy now to have your movies at home with Netflix and Zulu and stuff like Hulu and stuff like that. But there's also another thing, right now, if you put a little bit of money into your setup at home, you can have that same experience actually. I
Yeah.
remember when I was a kid, we had a cracked TV, the sound was awful, and when you went to the movie theater, it was something amazing. But now with all the surround systems you can buy, you have the same experience at home, and you're sitting in your couch. And
True, but if I'm going to put my sound as it is in IMAX, I think I will have complaints of by my neighbors and stuff.
Yeah.
Regular
So-
podcasting channels are getting
Yeah.
hit hardest with Netflix and Amazon Prime. Well, yeah, but then my view on that is these regular TV channels are dropping shows that are so popular. Netflix picks them up and then makes millions off them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's happened with how many? Lucifer has won straight away. Then you've got Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They've made 3 seasons now, and it's got more views than it did on the normal whatever channel it came. Fox. Fox.
Hello, Jesse. Welcome.
Hey up, Jesse. Welcome. So yeah, I mean, Netflix at the moment, I think, is taking over the movie and TV show streaming because the amount of originals they've got is crazy.
Yeah. But the thing that surprises me as well with Netflix, they have some really good quality movies, and when you watch the Oscars, all those movies are left behind. It's something weird. It's like they're not accepted yet. It's
Well, they did that, wasn't it? Last year, I think one of them won an Oscar, and then all the so-called big movie directors all kicked up a fuss. Said, "Well, why are they being nominated for Oscars when they're not doing what we do?" Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
They're still filming. It's just that they're not charging and going in the cinema and charging you bloody fat hundred, trying to make millions of weekend prices, and they're making it off subscriptions. I personally prefer to pay the subscription. I mean, a film Bright on Netflix, I would have loved to go and see that at the cinema, to be fair. But,
Yeah.
but they are and they're pulling some big actors now. Netflix are. They're getting some major actors.
That's true.
Yeah, but they bring back like shows that they cancelled and stuff as well.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, look
And
at
that's
Disney
where
Plus with Clone Wars. It's also something to
I
look
can't
out
wait for
for.
Disney
So
Plus to come out over here. That was
yeah,
one.
it takes such a
On
long
the
time.
You'll have it
get it.
a lot
half
quicker than
the
we
Disney
will.
films are made in England. You know what I mean? They're made at Pinewood Studios.
Yeah.
Half of them, and we don't even get it.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Henry Cavill, indeed, Jonesy.
Yeah, as The Witcher, isn't it? Yeah.
The Witcher.
Fox has more revenue as Netflix. Well, as a brand, of course it does. But when it comes to a lot of the TV shows, it's taking over though, and that's the way it's going. But Fox has a lot of sports entertainment as well, and they make millions on sports.
Fox is Disney now.
Yep.
Is it Disney now? Fox is it?
Yeah,
it
it's
is,
Disney.
isn't it? Yeah.
Everything is Disney.
Everything will become Disney in the end.
Wait, so what is Fox's biggest revenue right now on the channel? It's SmackDown Friday night wrestling. You know, there's more viewers on wrestling a week than all the other American sports put together. That I only found that out last week. That's a scary thought, you know. That's how big it is over there.
Yeah.
And that's why Fox paid something like 400 million to get the rights to SmackDown on their channel and move it to a Friday night. That's some big money power, that is, isn't it?
Indeed. I can only dream about that amount of money.
But Netflix will get up there, though. The way I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Still have to wait for Disney Plus to come in every country of the world to be available.
Who hasn't got it? You ain't got it. We ain't got it. Some of Europe.
We are going to have to wait until.
In Europe right now, it's only the Netherlands at the moment in Europe.
Yeah.
So
and we will have to wait until for you, yeah.
March for us, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, for us,
France, Netherlands, Germany, and we will have it in in the summer.
I'll tell you how it is, guys. Like, wait. I'll give you the heads up. I'll be sitting there watching it before you.
Yes, indeed, Jonesy. Indeed.
Testing group for Europe, yeah. But I did think that we got hard done by with not getting it early. Like I said, considering half the bloody films are made in England.
Yeah.
And that's fact. Half of the animations were done in
Well, already they lost a lot of revenue not doing it actually with the
cool.
Mandalorian and stuff. Yeah.
But Disney are clever, aren't they? They're jumping on the streaming platform now because they know there's no money now in releasing DVDs and stuff. Give it a couple of years, they'll be gone.
I'm still an old school guy, you know. I want my
I want my physical copy.
You know, I want my physical copy in my hands.
Yep.
It's like the Mandalorian. Even if they don't make it into a box version, I will buy my own equipment and make a box version because I need to have it on my shelf here. It's something I need.
Who's
that,
got been into movies? Amadeus.
Yeah, no, they of movies in the theater, okay, but the DVD releases they make less money. Indeed, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's why they don't even Disney doesn't even release some movies in Belgium or the Netherlands anymore because it doesn't. Yeah, it's just a waste of their money for them.
Yeah.
Better watch it. Disney might come after you for being a fan. Oh man, they can come for me, man. I'm a huge.
We are a huge fan, but yeah,
they can do anything they want with me.
Well, at least they will hear our complaints and maybe do something about it.
Yeah. Take note, Disney. Take note.
Yeah, take note.
That's 1/15 from Netflix revenue. What? Version like $1.5 billion. Well, that's down to the fact that every single child wanted to go see it at cinema. That's why. And parents had no choice. They had to go and they had to pay for it to get themselves.
Make a goddamn box edition of The Mandalorian.
Jonesy,
they have to. By the way, Jonesy, did you see they released the date for the last movie on DVD from Star Wars? And they released as well the concept art for the boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
Gort is not too happy about it.
No, it's not that I'm unhappy, but I expected something different. It looks a lot like the old box.
Yeah, you have like the Death Star on the box, and that's the only thing. And yeah, like he said, that's the thing about the old trilogy.
You know what I think about that, Jonesy? I don't agree at all with your statement about the new trilogy. I'm a fan of it.
Oh, so we are going there.
We are going to the Star Wars.
To the dark side of the Star Wars.
To the dark side of the podcast now, yeah.
I like the new trilogy, but it's not got a patch on the original 3. It's watchable. I enjoyed it, but not enough to like. Yeah. I could right now. I could put the original 3 on right now and enjoy it. I wouldn't.
What about the difference between the sequels and the prequels? Which one do you prefer?
I don't like the prequel at all.
Well, I have the same feeling. Only Revenge of the Sith, I would put it on the same level as the
last 40
the new trilogy.
Only the last 40 minutes of that film though was good. The fight.
Yeah.
Other than that.
But I have the same feeling. Like I really had that feeling. Like the prequels, the story was amazing, but the dialogue was. I'm going to use the word. It was shit, and the CGI was. I don't know. There was too much exaggeration into the CGI. You know, the ships look more futuristic than the movies that are supposed to happen after it. It's what.
Well, Jonesy,
that was my biggest problem with it.
Yeah, watching the last episode, indeed, I have to agree with you.
It was, yeah.
7 was.
It was, yeah.
They already said it from the start. They were going to make do a soft reboot, actually.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It was announced that way.
But their problem, they really had a problem. They had not a continuation. They had not the big storylines written out for all the directors. They should have stuck with just one main director, like George Lucas would have, and then had like other directors putting in their own vision into it.
But it's just money. That's all it is, and they're gonna carry on doing Star Wars for the next 50 years.
Yeah, well, they messed up doing that, but watching episode 8, I really enjoyed it, even though it's not. Yeah, I understand the crap it's getting from people.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know how I think about it, Quint. There's one scene in episode 8 that I absolutely hate, and it's Leia flying through space. I hate that scene. But on the other hand, the movie had a
where
good story, and
she's blown into space, and she likes.
That should have been the end of her. That should have been done.
Indeed. Yeah.
That should have been or the end of her, or they should have done it in another way. Like
it just proves that they made the film before that. They made that already. The ninth one already, because obviously they would have used that scene as a kind of death. Do you know what I mean? In real life. But then
but the ninth was already. It was planned so that the seventh would be the end of Han Solo, his story.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to go in Return of the Jedi. He
then the 8th movie would have been about Mark Hamill, about Luke, and the last one would be
because Luke
the story of Leia.
The last three, doesn't he? He really hates the last three.
Who hates?
Mark Hamill. Yeah,
it's true.
It's
the dialogue. I think it was. I think it was the writing of it he didn't like.
No, it was the character.
The character
he didn't like the character of his. Yeah, he already.
He didn't see Luke. He didn't see Luke end up like that. That's the main problem that Mark Hamill has.
And that's the problem with a lot of things. When the 7th movie came out, everyone was like making up their own stories about what's going to happen in the 8th movie, and it surprised everyone.
Yeah,
and it didn't. Yeah,
but it all made sense. I mean, they all still leave too many holes.
Well,
I did enjoy the fact that they used the same cinematography as they did the original trilogy.
There are like rumors.
Was futuristic.
There are like rumors now that probably they can still use the storylines that George Lucas gave them to make like the next trilogy.
Yeah, but they'll just butcher him.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think so anymore.
I think
they do that,
then Star Wars now is not to continue on. Just do the spin-offs, like the Mandalorian, like the Jango Fett, whatever. Do the Obi-Wan spin-off.
No.
Even do one of how Yoda bloody actually. Do you know what I mean? All this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't agree at all.
People want to know the original backstory of all of it. They know it, but they don't know all of it. Do you know what I mean?
Stop the backstory. The thing I want is to see the Old Republic or like the origins of the Force or something like that. We've done enough in that period of time, and it's done.
That's also dangerous because they did it with Alien. Ridley Scott did it with Alien. He made Prometheus and Alien Covenant, and people are expecting something of a backstory, and if you don't give them what they expect, they will bash the movie again.
But Disney already has like the storylines about the Old Republic.
Yeah,
you have the books, you have the source material. So if you
but are they going to stick with that? That's the problem,
Yeah, for Alien, I don't know if there was that source material out for public to know.
I mean, Prometheus and stuff, I actually didn't enjoy.
I loved it.
I loved it as well.
I loved this.
I know it's the prequel, but I don't know. It was just I think it was the actor. What's his name? He just did not. I just really disliked him in
Fassbender.
Yeah, I just didn't like him in that.
I loved him. I loved him in the movie, man.
It's a great actor.
Didn't like him in that movie. I don't know why. It's just one of them. You know what I mean? Everyone has certain actors that they don't like in certain films. You know what I mean? And for me, that's one of them. So.
It's still better than the fourth Alien movie because that was bullshit.
Resurrection.
Resurrection, yeah, I hated that movie.
I loved that. I actually watched that again last week. I watched it last week.
It's a comedy. It's not even. There's nothing scary about it anymore.
Well, there's nothing. I mean, number one, you could say is a bit scary. The rest was all action. Then that was it. You know what I mean? Number two is still the best Alien in my opinion out of them all.
Well, I would as a kid. I always preferred the second one, and if I would choose one just by the memory I have from it, I would also go for the second movie. But growing up now, I really see what was so special about the first one, and yeah, there wouldn't be a second one without the first one. So yeah,
True.
Oh no, I agree 100%. Yeah, I just think I really liked number 2.
oh yeah, it's an amazing movie.
Number 3 was all right too as well, but I don't know. But if you actually think of the Alien films, there is not much to them. I mean, anyone could have written. I mean, the scene is so small. It's such a compact film. All of them. You know what I mean? The first one's just on a spaceship. The second one's just in a compound, and the third one's in a prison. You know what I mean? There's no extendedness to it.
That's the daycare center.
But that's just my take on them. But you know, you're just going back to how they butcher certain films to make it, because we do games and movies. I still think the problem they're having with games to movies is a problem. It's because they're not sticking to the game.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed is a good example of that.
Yeah.
We will see what
I was expecting so much story happening in the past, you know, like some really cool stuff, and it was like the whole movie was almost in the present day. I was like, why? That's not what people want to see. Prince of Persia, same thing. I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But I don't know how the hell they managed to do like 8 Resident Evil films. Because do you know the one thing that really annoyed me with that? Yeah, but they did not stick to
the Warcraft indeed. Yeah, Warcraft was a good one, actually.
Yeah. I actually did like that, yeah.
So I guess that Jonesy, you will again disagree with us, because I really enjoyed Warcraft.
And he didn't?
But you got to go. It's a prequel to Warcraft.
Okay.
No, you did too. Awesome.
But tell me one thing that really annoyed me with Resident Evil movies. Who the is Alice? She's not in the games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry. All the films are based around her, and she's not even in any of the games. So it's like,
the problem with
because J.J. Abrams had to put his wife in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the problem.
The main characters of the Resident Evil games are like sidekicks in the movies. It's like,
but they only get cameos as well. They're like 10-minute cameos. What? I wanted to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the problem with those kinds of movies, and the same thing with like not Need for Speed, but Fast and Furious. I mean, they keep on making those movies just for their because I don't know, they like their actors.
But the first one was about racing.
They have like a relationship with their actors, the directors, and so they keep on making movies, especially for them.
Well, if it makes money, they're gonna make another one.
Yeah, true. Same thing with Transformers. It kept on going. So
I like the ones with what's his name in the first 2, 3, and then
with Shia LaBeouf.
And then, but that's what gets me wrong with them sort of films. You take that, you got that actor that's synonymous with the films, and then you pull them out, and you try and reboot it or try and it doesn't always work. It was the same thing with the Spider-Man. Now, I like the new Spider-Man, don't get me wrong.
The new one is wonderful. The new one is the best one.
But, I mean, when did Spider-Man come out, the Tobey Maguire first one? 2000,
2001, something like that.
Yeah, so in 19 years, they've remade it 3 times.
Yeah, well...
Do you know what I mean, though? They're like,
I know what Quinn is going to say right now.
What are you going to say?
Well, they always remake the Spider-Man movies, but at least in the new ones, they are not telling the same story again. They are not telling it from the beginning anymore.
Yeah, but no, the thing was...
That's what I really enjoyed.
The thing I was going to say, the Tobey Maguire movies, I enjoyed them, actually.
Yeah, the first 2 were really good,
First 2 were really good.
Number 3,
And
that's emo Spider-Man. Like
but the story was finished, so it's okay to do a reboot after that.
I just think it was too soon, though. Yeah, it's too quick. I mean, the Amazing Spider-Man come out 2 years after Spider-Man 3 finished.
Yeah,
it's too soon for a reboot, if that makes sense.
I really liked actually the Amazing Spider-Man Andy Garfield movies.
I didn't like Garfield at all in that film.
Really?
Didn't enjoy it one bit.
I enjoyed it, but yeah, then came the contract with Marvel and Disney.
I agree with that, Jonesy. I totally
They just
agree with that.
stopped it. Yeah, true. But the problem with the third movie was like they had how many bad guys actually in the movie? They had like 3 or 4. They had the Sandman, Venom, and the Green Goblin.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a bit too much. There was a bit of over.
I do like the new one though.
The new one with
he plays
Tom
him.
Holland.
He plays
Tom Holland is
but
wonderful.
It's the Ray Spider-Man. But he's a kid.
The guy, he has like. They have the ADHD. I don't know if you'd say it like that in English, but it's
As
like
now?
hyperactive
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought it was really good. I do like. It's a reboot that I enjoy, and there's
the
not
chemistry he has with Tony Stark and with
Yeah, exactly. And when he
the other
jumps
students and
Avengers,
stuff,
it's quite funny as well. When he takes Captain Shield, you know what I mean? It was just
true.
It was good the way they did it.
Yeah. Gord still needs to see Homecoming.
Yeah, I still need to see
Homecoming. No, Homecoming was the.
But what happens, Scorpio?
Far from home or
Far from home, yeah. Far away in a galaxy.
Far from away.
It's good. It's good.
Well, actually,
it's the only Marvel I didn't see.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the better ones, so you gotta watch.
It's an alien reference in Avengers, no?
In the Avengers?
There is a couple of throughout. They do a lot of past.
Yeah, like hey, do you remember this movie with this really old movie? And he's talking about Empire Strikes Back. Like, fucker.
Yeah, true.
Making me sound old.
Man, you're making us all sound old. We're still young. Remember that we're still young, guys. We're still young. In our prime.
Oh yeah, we are. They need to do a Spider-Man movie with a Madame Web cameo.
Madame Web. Oh yeah, indeed.
Oh wow.
Remember
Although I am
her?
looking forward to the new Venom. The new Venom is going to be really good.
Yeah, I saw something about it today, but I haven't read the article yet.
The first one wasn't amazing. There's nothing special
really
about it.
Oh no, apparently they already have solved like a big issue from the first one in the storyline of the second Venom.
Okay.
That was the article about what it was.
That's what I say. It's like in the first when it was written as a trilogy, I think it was already.
Mm-hmm.
But the first film, they always do a first one. Same with TV shows, and this is what annoys me. You watch a TV show, you watch season 1. Season 1's not great. You stop watching it. But then season 2 comes out and it starts getting brilliant. And that's because they fix what happened in season 1. But people that started season 1 then don't watch it. Like I'm a massive fan of Gotham. I love it all. But season 1 was horrendous. I must admit, I didn't enjoy it. But I stuck with it. And then from season 2, they got rid of all the non Batman-y stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started to implement it all. Like you see them all as how Poison Ivy as a kid and Catwoman as you know what I mean? They all started coming in properly. Then it got really, really good. But they put the first seasons out. They're just like tasters. They're testers for people to look so they know what to do. But I feel too many people go on the first season and then don't watch it after that. But it's just that's how I look at it.
Then again, it's the same. We are going back to that conversation about subscriptions again and the streaming services. Because back in the days when you watched the series, you had it on TV. There was nothing else on it, so you were sitting through it, or you bought the DVD box and you had it, so you watched it. Now it's so easy. Like you watch 2 episodes, you're like, no, it's kind of boring. I'm gonna look at something else, you know.
Yeah,
that's
because you've got so much selection.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's way easier of just taking like your iPad or your computer or your smart TV put on a movie instead of going to look for the DVD that you already own, actually.
Yeah, imagine me with my 3,000 DVDs here and Blu-rays. If I
Yeah.
have to look for one, it's hell, you know. But
I need to type in the name.
Star Trek Picard, discuss.
I haven't watched it yet. I can't.
I haven't watched it, so yeah.
I haven't watched it
nothing to
either.
say about it.
Waiting for the whole season first.
But I'm gonna wait till the first season's done. I've got to watch The Mandalorian. I watched the first 2 episodes and I thought it looks really good, so I stopped watching it. I know it's finished now, so I'm gonna get the time and watch it all the way through. I can't be dealing with having to wait a week for shows anymore.
It's good. It's Amazon Prime exclusive, I think, though.
It is, yes.
I didn't even watch the Star Trek series before that one. Discovery, was that it?
Yeah, Discovery.
Discovery was. Where do I start with that one? Oh my god.
No. Discovery is good, but to be honest, no. It's a good It's a good science fiction series.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It's not Star Trek, but it's a good sci-fi series. Star Trek is about going to unknown places and going to discover things and stuff. And this is more like a sciencey,
The minute they start to put time travel in, like they did in that, like Constant, the whole, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then, because that was Discovery is a prequel to all the Star Treks, yeah.
Yep.
And it was kind of like, it's kind of like we was on about the prequels of Star Wars. He looked more futuristic than.
It's what.
I mean, they had what's called the Spore Drive, for God's sakes. That screw. Everyone complained about that. And how did they cover it up though at the end of the series? How pathetic was that? Sign the secrecy agreement.
At least they covered it up, man. So
you can't call that.
No.
But yeah, it's just the way that happened. You know what I mean? And
it already started. The first episodes were about a secret ship no one knew about. So okay.
But it was ahead of it again. It was like the prequel of Star Wars. It was too far advanced. It was too into the future. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
All the machine, everything. Even when they did Enterprise, the one with Scott Bakula in it, even though it was obviously made today, kind of thing, but they still stripped back a lot of the CGI, so it didn't look too futuristic.
Yeah.
IRC they nixed the Spore Drive because it hurt the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the what I mean, John, is the way they cheaply finished the series with how they did it. Just that's you can't say a word. And let's face it, no one can keep a secret like that. I don't care who you are. It's going to come out in it. And then it takes another 5,000 years or whatever before they can get anywhere near the speed they had 5,000 years before. There's too many loopholes in it.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, so I wouldn't know. Why are you touching the TV screen?
I'm trying to...
Oh no, that's what I'm
to activate the television.
You want to activate it?
Yeah.
Well, let's watch that trailer then. The new Jackie Chan movie with Arnold might be something cool.
It's like a swipe screen. I can...
Yeah. Okay, I'll put the trailer on. That way we can watch it and see if it will be any good.
Is it a known story about or something?
I don't know.
An original one.
I just some screenshots. I haven't seen the complete trailer.
What is it? The Iron Mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Iron
Mask. It's a trailer to an upcoming film called The Iron Mask.
Okay, here we go, guys.
And we'll dissect it after.
In 500 years, no one has ever escaped.
Sorry.
You're not going anywhere. It's the tower!
So stupid.
Give this to Lieutenant!
What's your name?
Chen Lan, I owe you my life.
I'm going east. My way is filled with dangers. Come with me. My journey follows the Silk Road. The Great Wall of China.
Something is very wrong.
Gather the people immediately and make everyone see that the dragon obeys me.
I must help save them.
I've been waiting for this for a long time.
God.
No! Don't touch this! This is the helmet of Genghis Khan.
Helmet? This is an incense pop.
Helmet.
When I have the seal of the dragon, I will rule the world.
You look better this way.
So yeah, that does actually look really good. That's the first time I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
The beginning of that trailer did remind me of Man in the Iron Master.
well,
Just the way
the
that it
beginning,
looked.
just
That tiny first snippet did really make me think it.
I didn't know it was going to be something funny or anything like
But
that.
Jackie Chan's in it. It's gonna be.
True,
it's gonna
true.
be funny,
But
yeah.
like already the first sentence you hear Schwarzenegger like that voice, that narrating voice. It's like what?
Oh, you gotta love
his
it, man.
voice does not fit it though, but it's gonna look. It does look a really. It looks like it's going to be a long film though, because that was a lot of stuff. But then again, that's probably everything that happens in the film that we just seen right there.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Because that's what, a minute and a half of just pure action, and it looked like a lot was going on. So
I just think it will be like a typical family movie, you know, like entertaining.
Yeah, the CGI is
Yeah.
not really on point. You can see it
Yeah,
already.
the dragon was really weird looking.
But it's just a movie. I think you have to go
I
watch.
think it's going to be a light-hearted, just
Yeah.
over the top,
True.
funny.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, indeed. Like
Maybe, yeah.
what is it?
And
80
let's face it, Schwarzenegger
around the
can
world in
play
80 days or
comedy
so.
roles.
He can.
Schwarzenegger can't be a comedian in films. He's done it.
He's
a
actually
lot.
going to play in an animated series as well.
But I saw him do an interview, Arnold, and he was telling that everybody loves him for his action moves, but that he himself prefers to be a comedian. He doesn't see himself as an action star. He sees himself more as a comedian. And I think he might be right, because if you have a look at all his old movies, there was
Even his
always
action movies.
But
there was
even if you
always
see-
a funny moment with him in it. So
yeah,
all
even
of his
even in
background.
Terminator, you see him like not in the first one, but
not the first one.
in
yeah.
the ones afterwards, he had like
Yeah.
he's being serious, but it's in a funny.
And do you know all these famous sayings like "I'll be back" and "Let off some steam" and all this? Like, yeah, these
Yeah.
are all his own.
Get to the
He come up with
chopper.
them- Yeah, he come up with it all himself.
Yeah,
He loves
true.
adding these things, in, and every thing he says.
Well,
It's
do you-
viral, do you know
I
what I
have to
mean?
correct you for that. The only thing that he didn't invent himself is "I'll be back," because he didn't want to say that, because he said to
Yeah, I will
James
be
Cameron,
back is what.
yeah,
He
"I
wanted
will
to
be
say,
back,"
"I will be back."
because he thought that
And
with his
he's
accents
"I'll be
it would sound better than "I'll be back," because he said it in a weird way.
True.
And James Cameron told him, like, "Okay, you're the actor, I'm the writer. You're gonna say what I write," and that made the famous. I think it's the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
famous movie quote ever. "I'll be back."
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it would
together
be.
Yeah.
with "I'm Your Father" and
I think I saw a list somewhere.
But then
And
again, you
that
have
was number
got
one.
Your One Ugly Mother.
you saw a list. Wait,
Oh,
And
yeah.
Get to the Chopper. They're all classics, you know what I mean? They're just up there, aren't they?
Yeah, indeed, yeah. Put that cookie down!
Oh my god. That kindergarten cut, was it?
No, that was the other one.
Yeah, that's the one. Chris.
that's me all day long. That's me all day long, man. Especially on Wednesdays when I got the
Just without the muscles, yeah.
It's not a tumor!
That was a great film to be
boys
fair.
have a
Yeah.
penis and girls have a vagina.
There is no bathroom!
And my dad's a gynecologist. He looks at vaginas all day long. Oh my god! To get the kids to say some of the
Well,
stuff.
I'm looking at the list of top 100 movie quotes, and I don't see it in the top 10 at least.
Really?
That's strange.
Yeah, the first one is "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn" from Gone with the Wind.
Oh, then do these top 10.
Then let's do the top 10 from 10. It's "You Talking to Me," Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver,
yeah.
Robert De Niro.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night. It's all about Eve from 1950, apparently on 9.
No, I wouldn't have got that one.
May the Force be with you on 8.
Don't know that one.
No. And you say you like the original ones. Then this on 7th position is "All Right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up." Sunset Boulevard. It's all old movies, man.
They're really old, aren't they?
"Go Ahead, Make My Day," Sudden Impact.
That's a weird list, man.
Here's I don't know.
They're checking some from old. Then again, I have heard of all of them today still. So when you think about it, some of them are done in the 60s and 50s.
I'll Be Back is on position 37 apparently in that list.
But you know what? It depends who surveyed that though.
That line from Scarface should be in it as well. "Say hello to my little friend."
My little friend.
Yeah, it will be somewhere, but it's a long list, you know.
It's like reviews and top 10 lists.
"Say hello to my little friend" is 61.
61?
Yeah. Well. Houston, We Have a Problem is 50th place.
Wow. It is mad, that, isn't it? But it's whoever did the list, though, isn't it? That's and who they surveyed at the end of the day. I mean, if they survey,
it's like
the
English are really good in surveys, apparently. Every time we read something about like surveys, it's always according to an English survey. All right.
I mean, even across Europe, if they did say our age group, I guarantee you that list would look a lot different.
True.
That would look a lot different. That sounds like their demographic of the age they surveyed was like the 50 plus.
Just depends on which crowd you're asking.
Exactly. Yeah. So. Out my back. But yeah.
You're back. I think we have some nice seats. I don't see your seat actually, Gord.
I know.
No, it's also a gaming chair, but it's
covered up. Where?
It's covered up for the cats, so they don't destroy it.
Ours is black with red, so it's
mine is completely black now.
I've got a massage pillow behind me as well on my massage. It's great.
Well, when you put money into those chairs, I put money into the studio we're sitting in, so...
Wow!
You sat there and put some shapes together.
Anyway, so now we're going to do a little bit of gameplay. I'm going to play on screen. It's not working, man. You didn't plug in the PS4.
Yeah.
I think what we're going to do as well on some of these casts is we're going to get some clips of our past streams throughout the week, and potentially we're going to snip a few of the Cyber Serpent community streams and start uploading, showing a couple of clips, their best clips and stuff.
Indeed.
It's going to have some fun, and it's going to be enjoyable and entertaining down the line on these podcasts. I hope that's if people like it, so we can keep doing it. It's something we want to do. We've been wanting to do it for a long time, and we finally got the stuff together to do it.
Yeah, but it's good you bring that up because I was really thinking about doing a weekly news thing as well in this podcast, so that we show, like, for example, if you have a new member in our Cyber Serpents community that is also a streamer, you can introduce him, show what he plays. Also, funny moments like fails or funny stuff that happens during streams, we could also show that on the TV screen behind us. And I think it's something cool to support our streamers that are actually in our community as well. So,
well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's all about supporting each other at the end of the day.
Yeah, very
and that's
true.
what we're about. We're not selfish. I spend how many hours in everyone's stream. You know what I mean? I'm always there, always say hi. Even if I'm not there for long, I will pop in, see you go live. I'll pop in, say hi, give you some support, regardless whether I'm at work or not. And we're all the same. So you'll always see us in your streams. So yeah. What else? Any more?
Some funny stuff coming up. Well, I think I said everything that I needed to say for this week.
Okay.
But we'll probably keep these to between an hour and a half. We're depending on how busy they are and what the subject is. But what we're going to start doing as well, there's going to be a channel in the Discord. It's going to be like polls and stuff. So we'll put up a few topics that you'd like us to talk about between us, and we've used the viewers. And you can all vote on it, so we'll have an idea on what sort of things you want to go for. There's going to be quite a lot of polls going up throughout every week, so keep an eye on that new channel that will be going up very soon, probably tomorrow now, I'd imagine. Go maybe tomorrow. Won't be tonight, probably tomorrow. We'll get
probably tomorrow
on that.
Is there like a new game that's coming out, or
because
for us, you want us to talk about?
For us, it's also really important to know what you guys want to see and want to do with us in during those community streams. So don't hesitate at all to ask questions, bring ideas, feedback, whatever it's on your mind. Just let us know.
And then what we'll probably do from next week onwards, after the podcast is done, we'll all jump on and we'll play a community game as well.
Yes, indeed.
Like there's a lot of things we got planned, but we want the viewers to be part of it as well, don't we, guys? Yeah.
True.
Couldn't say it better, man.
That's what I want. So,
all right.
I think that's about it then for this week, isn't it?
I think so.
I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. Yeah. Our first ever podcast, so I hope everyone's enjoyed it.
I did.
Really appreciate you for stopping by. It means a lot to us. Just hopefully we will improve it as it'll go.
Definitely.
A bit more flowing. We might have droned on a bit in conversation, but yeah, we was happy with your questions and your input as well. It was great to have proper conversations with you all. So I think it's fair to say from me, Gorf, and Quinto.
Yep.
We'll see you in the next week's podcast.
Yes, see you all next week or during one of our streams.
And if you're here and you haven't joined the Discord yet, the Discord link is down below Gorf Gaming stream. Just scroll down.
Just click on the logo. Click on the logo, you'll be automatically invited into our community.
There we go then. So yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you all next time.
Yes, have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Good night.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.